Thanks for joining us for this segment of The Chat. I'm joined today by Amy Crawley with Heart Gallery of the Panhandle Plains. And you guys are starting with an event, Hats and Hearts, first time ever.
Yes.
I want to talk about that a little bit. What's the inspiration behind the event?
So excited. Well, obviously hearts, because we're Heart Gallery of the Panhandle Plains. So we, as you know, Kelsey, we promote kids who are in foster care who are available to be adopted. And so we wanted a theme that kind of went along with our program. So Hats and Hearts, our first annual fundraiser. We've not had one before, so we're super excited. We have a lot of really fun things planned for the evening. We have it at a great venue, the Lodge at Cadillac Creek. R.W. Hampton, a Western Americana musician and kind of a storyteller as he sings, is going to be performing for us. We're going to have a live auction with some really fun items. We have an all-inclusive guided hunt for two worth $5,000.
Wow.
We have some UT game tickets
and
a big package there.
Texas fan.
Yes. So we're hoping that'll bring in some money. So
absolutely.
Just a fun evening of food and fun and laughter and supporting the kids of our area.
Yes, which, we've talked about this many a times, but there's so many people or so many kids, in the foster care system. And so this is just one of those ways that you guys are, spreading that awareness for what's happening in our area. Can you kind of talk on that or touch on that a little bit?
I would be glad to. I think right now the number is that there are 185 kids from the Amarillo area who do not live here. They're in places like Houston, even Arkansas, because there's no room for them here.
Yeah.
We just don't have enough foster and adoptive homes, and we really, really would love to see our kids come back home.
Yes.
Whether they're going into foster care or whether they're to be adopted. They're from here. This is what they're familiar with. You move from a town like Borger to Houston because there's no place for you. That's a huge
total difference,
change.
night and day.
Yes.
Because something that I love about the Amarillo and Panhandle is everyone's so tight knit here and willing to help in any way possible.
Right.
And so that's what we're trying to do is just raise awareness for this event. And so September, what's the date on that again?
Thursday, September 18th.
Okay.
Have a pre-event cocktail hour that begins at 5:30. The event is at 6:30. You can go to our website. You can buy tickets on the website, heartgallerypptx.org.
Awesome.
It's going to be a great evening.
And so the hats, are people encouraged to wear hats or kind of what's the theme there?
Yes, put on your best cowboy hat and cowboy boots and turquoise and all the fun stuff and come out for a great evening. It's really going to be a lot of fun.
So much fun. Yes. And with school starting, I'm kind of changing topics here a little bit, but with school starting and things are getting back into the swing of things, people are getting into their routines and whatnot. How have y'all been busy as an organization?
So busy. I just returned from a trip. I mentioned Houston, Arkansas. I just returned from Houston and Arkansas taking pictures of 18 of our kids.
Wow.
So those are 18 kids who are waiting for an adoptive forever home. So we took new pictures of them to get them promoted to try and help find them those homes. So Houston and Arkansas, that's just too far away.
Yes.
We need these kids back home.
Absolutely. And I want to talk again just about the photos and what you guys do. A picture's worth 1,000 words.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's kind of how, it's a unique concept because you wanted to capture these kids' personalities in these photos and, really just highlight and showcase what they're capable of and who they are as a person.
Right. It's just, I walk away from a photo shoot a changed person. Because some of them are a little bit hardened and some of them are disappointed because things haven't worked out in the past. Yeah. And some of them are so incredibly hopeful and they're willing to walk out the door with me right now to help find them a home. So it is, it's hard to put into words how I feel after I see these kids. Yeah. And the bond that you form in just that short time, it's pretty remarkable.
Absolutely. Well, if someone wants to get more involved with you guys or, hear about these upcoming events such as Hearts and Hats or Hats and Hearts, so many H's, all the H's. If someone were to learn more about you guys, what would you say that they do to get involved?
Website. Our website has all the information. That's the first place. Whether you want to be a volunteer photographer, whether you want to come to the event, whether you're interested in adopting, you can find all the info at the website.
Absolutely.
And again, that's heartgallerypptx.org.
Wonderful. Well, Amy, always a pleasure catching up with you, and we hope so many of you go out to this wonderful fundraising event. Obviously, all the funds go to a great cause, which is Heart Gallery of the Panhandle Plains. So thanks so much, Amy.
Thank you.
This has been another segment of The Chat. I'm Kelsey Davis with News Channel 10.